Did you understand that ingesting a single easy meal in advance at 8 a.m. can delay the developing older of your leg muscle tissues through as much as 10 years? And no, I'm not referring to a remedy, nor am I referring to highly priced dietary nutritional supplements. I'm referring to an easy, not unusual dish that almost anybody has seen earlier then. However, the bulk of humans ignore it each morning without even recognizing it. According to fashionable research, including this one item in your breakfast can help adults over 60 keep their leg energy, decorate their stability, avoid leg cramps at nighttime, or maybe lower their danger of losing leg muscle by means of way of as much as 70%. Millions of elderly humans are silently compelled into wheelchairs, walkers, or in all likelihood eternal immobility via this contamination. The depressing fact, this dish is unknown to most people. Even worse, an entire lot of people inadvertently exacerbate the hassle via eating the wrong additives as fast as they rise up. So allow me to ask you, are you inadvertently making your legs weaker every morning merely due to your lack of it? Hold searching this video through to the GIF end. In addition to outlining the suitable belongings you ought to devour first detail within the morning, I'll moreover supply 5 easy breakfast alternatives that assist you to keep your stability and take charge of your lifestyles after 60. What approximately the ultimate item at the list? You might be amazed. The problem: muscle loss in legs after 60. The sensation that your legs are growing weaker each day isn't always some factor you have to undergo just due to the fact you're 60. Does no longer mean you have to take transport of losing your potential to walk with self-warranty, maintain your stability, or hold your independence. The nicely information is here. In fact, that approach is reversible. What's the satisfactory difficulty? You don't require a remedy. Expensive tool isn't always required. You don't even should exert yourself via working out tough. Everything starts off evolved with something minor but critical, the first meal you eat every day. It can also appear smooth. Perhaps it sounds too familiar. However, if you eat the suitable breakfast, it'd either guard your legs or often go to pot them. And this is what cutting-edge vitamins professionals are most involved about. Breakfast is completed clearly incorrectly through the bulk of adults over 60. They leave out it. They use espresso in its location. They eat vitamins, white bread, terrible element. Even worse, they suppose I'll devour later and sip clean water. What follows, the body physically starts destroying its very, very own muscle for electricity, even because it goes proper right into a catabolic state mode. Do you recognize which muscle organizations settlement first? You rely upon the muscle organizations on your legs to stroll, stand, keep your stability, and prevent falls. A TUS University study positioned that older parents can regain as loads as 35% in their leg strength in simplest 8 weeks within the event that they consume a healthful breakfast that includes the appropriate food. The top-notch thing is that the one's gadgets are fairly priced. They are not individual. Most likely, you visible them earlier than. Simply position you haven't been placing subjects collectively efficaciously or eating them at the quality second. This is the reality. Whether you understand it or not, your body starts evolved to, step by step, lose muscle, particularly to your legs past the age of 60. One of the principal motives of the incapacity to walk lengthy distances, problem getting out of chairs, prolonged frequency of losing their stability, and final need for canes, walkers, or perhaps whole-time cope with hundreds of older people each 12 months, is sarcopenia. What problems me the maximum? Dropping muscle may not damage. There is not any fever or cramping associated with it. Silently, it infiltrates your legs. Sense a touch heavier one morning. One more day. You stutter a bit as you step off the scale again. You assume, I'm genuinely aging. When you need to use your palms to push yourself up in the end, truly to face. However, that isn't always virtually accurate. Aging does not make you incline. It is the lack of the very difficulty that makes you self-sufficient. Your leg energy? As stated with the aid of the National Institute on Aging, if not something is finished, adults over 60 can also lose as much as 33% in their leg muscle mass in 10 years. And splendor and electricity aren't the only elements right here. You lose your stability when you lose muscle on your legs. Your chance of falling will boom. You shorten your stride. You gradual down. You may want to probably even start dragging your toes. Blood move deteriorates. Mobility is restrained. And domino effect starts off evolved as your legs weaken. A rise in belly fat, reduced density of bone, lackluster sleep, diminished urge for meals, and forgets things. The emotional toll of feeling imprisoned with the resource of manner of a frame that no longer cooperates is the worst. Why does this affect me the maximum within the morning? Because your body goes right into an extended hungry scenario after 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Your body begins the usage of your private muscle groups as fuel if you do not consume something as quick as you awaken. Given that their functionality to enlarge muscle is already slower than it have become in their early years, that is especially volatile for seniors. Your leg muscle groups will hold to go to pot, little by little, in advance than the day even begins off evolved. In case you do not save you this system with the right weight reduction plan, first component within the morning. The tremendous muscle business enterprise to your frame is placed for your legs. Therefore, losing muscle there disrupts your complete metabolic balance, similarly to creating you weaker. Leg drift declines, blood go with the flow to the leg slows down, and a group of different problems start to occur. Cramping in the legs, trembling within the limbs, tingling or numbness, or maybe troubles with coordination while taking walks or mountaineering stairs. Because of this, a big variety of elderly folks that don't be afflicted by way of manner of extreme illnesses in the end come to be inclined, sedentary, and in the end, reliant on others to perform even the most simple responsibilities. Here's the good statistics, notwithstanding the truth that if you are taking movement early, your body can, despite the fact that heal itself. You can help your muscle groups heal, regain leg electricity, decorate your balance, avoid cramping, and, most significantly, keep your independence with every stride in case you start tomorrow morning and eat an appropriate food at the right times. Personal story, David's transformation. David is 69. He modified into previously a production engineer who traveled all inside the course of the USA, ascending slopes, traversing via forests, and mounting scaffolds without ever getting fatigued. However, his legs now not revel in like they belong to him, whilst he gets far away from bed within the mornings nowadays. He has stiff knees. Sometimes his toes are as heavy as lead, and special times they sense numb. The first few steps you're taking within the morning are hesitant, low, and unstable, like in search of to transport a rusting device. He slipped one morning after catching his foot on a low step on the identical time as he had become going out to the porch to get the newspaper. Even although it wasn't a horrible damage, he changed into afraid, not because of the autumn itself, but because he felt like he ended up, step by step, losing a few factor. At one issue, he took his leg electricity with no consideration. His spouse additionally began out to word. He walked more slowly, he walked unsteadily. He had to push off, with each palms on his knees on every occasion he rose from the couch. He didn't seem as enthusiastic about taking morning strolls inside the park. She discovered out a few issue turned into a Passover at the same time as he eventually acknowledged that he had been experiencing increasingly common leg cramps at nighttime. David did now not be bothered via any crucial ailments. No diabetes, absence of arthritis. Doctors covertly speak over with what he changed into going through because the after 60 phase, the time frame at the same time as muscle loss will increase silently but forcefully, especially inside the legs, which manual your entire weight, stabilize each step, and will let you rise up from the front porch, the dwelling room, or the restroom. David commenced out to dig after that fall. After speak me to a nutritionist, looking movement pics, and studying articles, he decided a few things he had in no way given a goodbye concept to in his existence. Your legs also can turn out to be stronger or weaker, relying on what you devour at morning. He started out to change with every day that passed. He not skipped breakfast as he formerly did. On an empty belly, he stopped eating black espresso. In an effort to rebuild muscle, repair leg pass, ease leg weakness, beautify stability, and, most importantly, assist him arise without bracing himself or fearing that he should fall. He started out his mornings with factors that didn't appear fancy or complex, but were complete of the appropriate nutrients his frame had been craving. 3 weeks later, he saw the #1 considerable exchange. It felt lighter to escape from bed. There turned into not any hesitancy or weight to his morning steps. The leg spasms at nighttime went away. He resumed his walk all through the house, next on the park. By the second 1 month, he became strolling non-prevent every morning for nearly 2 kilometers. He frequently tells his partner nowadays, "Khan, I experience like I have regained my legs." Without standing, a mild alteration to his each day habitual and no cane or assist, David turned into capable of hold, robust, impartial, and energized legs well into his 60s. Something most people keep in mind isn't always viable. You can also do that. You do not need fulfillment, just knowledge and where to start. 5 breakfast items for leg strength. In the following few minutes, I'll bypass over 5 easy, however, quite effective food that technological understanding has confirmed will assist you to maintain your leg muscular tissues before they quietly fade away. Decorate leg power, lessen leg cramps, and regain your stability. Next up, I'll take you through the 5 precise breakfast gadgets that David performed and that hundreds of senior residents in the meantime are the usage of in their everyday regular to increase more potent, greater strong, and additional reliable legs. 1. Whole eggs. The outstanding breakfast food, entire eggs. Nothing is much less difficult or greater inexperienced than a cooked egg for a quick meal. An excellent way to aid in muscle recovery, particularly in your legs. Almost each vital amino acid required with the beneficial resource by your body for muscle increase and repair can be observed in eggs. However, the yolk is in which the real magic lies. Vitamin D, B12, choline, and a crucial substance known as leucine, a top inducer of muscle protein synthesis, are located there. This is particularly real for the legs, which might be specifically susceptible to muscle loss after the age of 60. According to a University of Illinois research, older folks that had 2 eggs each morning for 8 weeks proven high-quality profits in leg electricity and self-sufficiency. Additionally, eggs raise the neuromuscular device, which complements balance, walking control, and the hazard of falling, one of the maximum unstable effects of muscle loss in older adults. Eggs that encompass vitamin B12, moreover, guard your nerves' myelin coating, which enhances communication amongst your thoughts and legs. As an end result, you'll stroll extra step by step, wobble an awful lot less, and pass over fewer steps. Additionally, eggs provide an incredibly absorbable sort of iron, which improves flow into and oxygen transport to your leg muscle tissues. Because seniors regularly have low tiers of this mineral, consume the complete egg, don't pass the yolk, inside 30 to 60 minutes after waking up for superb benefits. Because they keep all in their nutrients with none greater fat, boiled eggs are the exceptional preference. Try a brief scramble with spinach or tomatoes for some version. Both are immoderate in antioxidants and magnesium, which enables to maintain the health of your lower frame muscles. Every morning, 1 egg is extra than just breakfast. It is your primary safety in opposition to the silent degeneration of your leg muscle organizations. And you may likely word a distinction if you maintain for 30 days. Much less cramping, stronger legs, and in all likelihood, most importantly, not having to obtain for the armrest every time you try to arise. 2. Cereal topped with chia seeds. Introducing the second breakfast item, cereal topped with chia seeds. Oatmeal presents your muscle groups with the everyday energy they need to feature for the duration of the morning if eggs feature their fuel. Additionally, even as combined with chia seeds, this honest combination turns into an effective remedy for senior residents who need to hold their leg energy, forestall muscle atrophy, and decorate blood drift to their legs. Explaining. Beta-glucan, a soluble fiber decided in abundance in oats, lowers infection, improves muscle absorption of nutrients, and allows stability blood sugar. Your frame can better contend with the protein and minerals required to rebuild your leg muscle mass when your blood sugar is strong. For seniors whose metabolic basic performance frequently declines appreciably beyond the age of 60, this is especially crucial. Chia seeds additionally contribute omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, potassium, and magnesium. These four important nutrients help keep healthy muscle contraction, manage nerve indicators, and are especially beneficial in preserving off-leg cramps, particularly those excruciating middle-of-the-night spasms. Walking an extended frame can cause stiffness within the legs, but the magnesium in chia lets and loosen up the smooth muscle tissue. Potassium guarantees that oxygen and vitamins reach even the little, often overlooked muscle devices to your lower frame with a useful resource by preserving electrolyte stability and promoting leg circulate. Making it is straightforward. Mix 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with both water or a milk made from nuts. Cook till soft, add a tablespoon of chia seeds and stir. For added natural sweetness and antioxidants, you can garnish it with a few banana slices or blueberries. Consume it warm inside an hour of waking up, ideally. Seniors who have made the swap to oatmeal and chia within the mornings report greater balance at the same time as status for extended periods of time, or ascending stairs, a whole lot, plenty, much less leg ache, and prolonged staying power in the direction of the day. Leg cramps that upward thrust up at nighttime regularly depart and are a particular indication that the muscle mass are in the long run receiving the help they require to heal. Oatmeal is extra than only a nutritious morning meal. Adults over 60 can preserve their energy, independence, and entire participation in existence on their personal terms with the resource of this solid foundation. 3. Banana. The 0.33 breakfast object, a banana. The fact that bananas are regularly called nature's electrolyte pill for senior residents isn't always any accident. Bananas are some of the exceptional fruits for preserving off-leg cramps, improving circulate, selling healthy muscle contractions, and retaining leg electricity in human beings over 60 due to their excessive potassium content material, fabric. Bananas are especially effective at the same time as consumed proper now after waking up, as this is while your frame is usually bad in vital minerals. Approximately 400 milligrams of potassium, or 10% of your each day necessities, can be positioned in a medium banana. In order to keep the electrical fee at some point of muscle cell membranes and permit fluid-coordinated muscular movement, potassium is crucial. Muscles that do not get sufficient potassium are much more likely to misfire or spasm. That could motive cramping at night or that twitching feeling for your legs at the same time as you're looking to unwind. Seniors regularly enjoy this hassle, mainly those taking diuretics or having impaired mineral absorption. According to a Harvard University take a look at, older humans who often ate bananas had been 33%, plenty less probably to get leg cramps than people who didn't eat enough potassium-rich food. Bananas additionally include pretty some vitamin B6. It's essential for nerve communique that allows your mind and leg muscle tissues communicate greater successfully, enhancing stability and coordination at the same time as you stroll. Bananas, however, are not for anybody. Too lots of potassium may be volatile when you have kind 2 diabetes, are looking at your blood sugar, or have chronic kidney disorder. It may additionally cause blood sugar increases or unusual heartbeats. A smaller, slightly underripe banana is best in those situations because it has much less sugar and extra resistant starch, which slows digestion and continues sturdy blood glucose stages. Right after your fundamental breakfast is a suitable time to devour a banana, not at the same time as you are hungry, to prevent sudden spikes in blood sugar. To beautify dietary absorption and maintain balanced power ranges, you could add it to your oatmeal, integrate it with chia seeds, or devour it with easy Greek yogurt. To preserve electrolyte balance, most seniors without underlying clinical problems only want to devour 1 small banana in the morning. Guard the muscle groups on your legs, make your stride better, and preclude the lack of muscle that takes area, obviously. It's clean, pretty priced. Bananas are easy to digest, but even as implemented nicely, they could act as a sturdy leg guard, providing you with power, stability, and self-assurance as you begin your day. 4. Greek yogurt. The 4th breakfast item, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is one of the nice breakfast alternatives if you need to halt the gradual, undetectable muscle loss that takes place in a single day. Greek yogurt has almost double the protein of conventional yogurt and a thick, creamy texture due to the reality it is triple filtered to take away the majority of the liquid. Greek yogurt is specifically beneficial for ladies and men over 60 who need to maintain and beautify their leg muscular tissues due to the slow digesting casein protein. Your body is going right into a catabolic state while you sleep, breaking down muscular tissue to offer strength. Given that age-related hormonal and metabolic changes already gradual down muscle regeneration, this is mainly concerning for seniors. Muscle deterioration persists if the proper protein isn't consumed first component in the morning, specifically inside the legs, which can be already compromised through decreased activity, circulate, and hormonal fluctuations. Leucine, the amino acid maximum accountable for beginning muscle protein synthesis, and around 17 grams of high first-class protein are located in a 170-gram meal of Greek yogurt. Additionally, immoderate in calcium and vitamin D, Greek yogurt promotes healthy bones and neuromuscular coordination, all of which can be critical for better balance and extra fluid walking. Additionally, yogurt's probiotics, which may be by and large diagnosed for their benefits to intestine health, moreover enhance nutrient absorption and lower persistent irritation, which lets into improved leg go with the flow. According to a check from Maastricht University in the Netherlands, older women and men who took 20 grams of casein protein every morning and engaged in little exercise discovered vital upgrades in leg strength in as little as 6 weeks. Additionally, that same enterprise experienced less leg cramps at night and advanced balance. But not absolutely everyone has an excellent tolerance for Greek yogurt. Look for lactose-unfree products if you have digestive troubles or are lactose intolerant, or recall substitutes derived from goat or sheep milk, which can be usually less difficult at the belly. Steer clean of sugar-filled, keep-furnished yogurts or artificial flavors, shy sugar that can cause infection, interfere with muscle restoration, and lift blood sugar degrees in humans over 60. Greek yogurt must be fed on inside an hour of waking up, or extra or less half of an hour after conducting mild morning sports for best blessings. Add a few unsweetened berries, cinnamon, or chia seeds to beautify the taste and dietary content. Greek yogurt is an extended-term ally for leg health due to its immoderate protein content material fabric, awesome digestion, and flexibility. It enables you to wake up every morning feeling more energized, robust, and organized to go. 5. Salmon Pan Seared. Number 5 breakfast meals. Salmon, pan seared. At least 2 times each week, encompass salmon or special fatty fish together with mackerel and sardines to your breakfast if you need to beautify muscle restoration on your legs after the age of 60. Omega-3 fatty acids, mainly EPA and DHA, which might be enough in those fish, are amazing materials that have been hooked up to improve insulin sensitivity, lower infection in muscular tissues, and boom protein uptake in muscle tissue. When blended, they help seniors regain their leg power and slow down their natural muscle atrophy. Adults over 65 who ate 2 meals of fatty fish in step with week stored 27% extra leg muscle mass than folks who ate handiest red meat or no fish the least bit, according to research posted in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Even extra terrific were the exceptional income in walking functionality, stepped improved stability, and a 36% reduced risk of falling because of leg weak point that have been tested through the Fish Eating Corporation. How does it function? Persistent infection, a hidden but risky pressure that weakens and erodes muscle energy, especially in the decreased frame, is lessened with the resource of the use of omega-3 fatty acids. In addition to being a great supply of quite digestible protein, 20 grams consistent with 100 grams cooked, salmon moreover includes nutrients B12 and D, which can be essential for neuromuscular transmission and beautify the coordination of your muscular tissues and thoughts while you pass. The best technique to get it prepared. For 3 to 4 minutes on each detail, pan-sear sparkling salmon in more virgin olive oil. Serve it with roasted candy potatoes, steamed vegetables, or some avocado slices for a mineral-balanced, excessive protein, high-fat breakfast. Choose a slice of unsweetened smoked salmon or take a pinnacle rate fish oil complement in case you do not have time to boil fish within the morning. However, the bulk of nutritionists concur that whole meals are a higher manner to get vitamins than nutritional supplements. Just a brief phrase. If you've already expert issues with fat digestion, fatty liver, or accelerated cholesterol, consume early in the morning, at the same time as your stomach continues to be inside the fundamental empty, and start with smaller servings. Choose baked or steamed fish in preference to fried. Cut yet again to as quickly as every week in case you revel in bloating or behind schedule digestion. And together with your medical doctor's recommendation, consider taking it with digestive enzymes. Fatty fish, which incorporates salmon, are amazing providers of extra and sincerely protein. They feature further 2 herbal lubricants on your body, preserving your muscle tissue supple, healthful, and organized for recovery. Above all, they assist your legs in warding off the silent degeneration that takes place with aging. Keep in thoughts that regardless of age, even 1 serving of salmon for breakfast every week is a considerable investment on your capacity to walk with assurance, maintain your equilibrium, and lead a lively life. The hidden dish, the meal that is hidden, natural mineral salt served with steamed candy potatoes. I said at the start of the video that I could display this dish. It's now not an addition. It isn't an high-priced superfood. It is a reasonably #1 object that nearly positively anyone has in their kitchen. Sweet potatoes are steamed. Celtic sea salt gently sprinkled. It sounds clean, however the impact is far-reaching. After a long nighttime of exhaustion, candy potatoes' abundance of complex carbohydrates can assist your muscle mass top off their glycogen stores. What makes sweet potatoes unique is that, not like many specific commonplace breakfast meals, its starch does now not boom blood sugar ranges. Instead, it gives steady strength, preventing muscle tiredness within the morning, primarily inside the legs, which can be liable to cramps, stupid aches, and slow weak point, while they may be not properly fueled. Better, sweet potatoes are a remarkable supply of potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C, an effective mixture of vitamins that keep blood flow within the legs, control nerve impulses, and fight susceptible legs brought on by manner of electrolyte abnormalities. Specifically, magnesium is known as the muscle relaxation mineral. It helps stability when status or transferring in the path of the day, eases cramps, and lessens stiffness. What approximately the salt? Clarifying, table salt is not the same as Celtic sea salt. It is a herbal, unprocessed sea salt that consists of more than 80 hint factors that your frame, especially your muscle organizations, requires on a regular basis to preserve coordinated, clean contractions and save you cramps. Celtic salt does not notably growth blood pressure like delicate salt does. Rather, it stabilizes fluid pressure, inner muscle groups, aids in electrolyte replenishment in the proper ratios, and speeds up leg muscle regeneration. Authoritative. According to a take a look at from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition, over the path of 90 days, contributors who ate an excessive fiber breakfast, which consists of candy potatoes, collectively with sea salt that is excessive in potassium and magnesium, proven 41% advanced stability and nearly 50% fewer falls. It's smooth to use. Sprinkle a tiny amount of Celtic salt over half of a warmness, smooth, steamed sweet potato. Eat it heat 10 minutes or so in advance than your most important breakfast and after a glass of warm. Water. This timing stabilizes blood sugar levels for the remainder of the morning and aids in triggering mineral absorption. You may in all likelihood have lighter steps, an entire lot much less numbness, fewer cramps, and less complicated times fame up without hesitation or wobbling if you practice this each morning for just 1 week. Most humans do not be aware this form of HIIT breakfast. However, for the ones over 60, it may characterize a silent assist gadget, supporting inside the upkeep of one in every of our most treasured possessions as we age, the capability to move independently and with self-guarantee. Morning routines to boost leg strength and balance. Eating the ideal vitamins is critical, but every day, leg energy, healing, and safety is what's desired. Seniors can also set up some easy morning sporting events that could have a substantial effect on their leg electricity, stability, and self-assurance. 1. Warm water with salt. First, as soon as you wake up, take a pitcher of heat water with a pinch of herbal mineral salt. Many wake up with heavy, tight legs or enjoy unsteady at the identical time, as famed because of the fact their bodies are dehydrated and low in electrolytes after a protracted nighttime sleep. In addition to improving leg flow into, calming the annoying gadget, and preventing cramping as you begin to pass, a 250 milliliter glass of warm water with 1/8 teaspoon of Celtic or Himalayan salt lets in restore electrolyte balance. After 5 minutes of leisurely sipping, have breakfast. 2. Leg lift and balancing exercise. Second, spend genuinely 3 minutes appearing a leg carry and balancing workout. No equipment, don't circulate outdoor to your living room or bedroom. Raise 1 foot 2 to 4 inches off the ground at the identical time as repute erect. After 10 seconds of retaining, transfer legs. Perform 5 rounds steady with aspect. This clean exercise improves balance and frame consciousness, which lowers your chance of falling even as getting out of bed or leaving the mattress room. It additionally works the muscle tissue in the calves, thighs, and hips that usually tend to lose bulk the quickest with age. 3. Slow rise from bed. Third, keep away from getting far away from mattress too short. Many seniors rise up too quick, which may additionally lead them to enjoy lightheaded, unsteady, or even fall. Rather, take 3 deep breaths, slowly sit up straight, and rotate your wrists and ankles some instances. This helps you start your day with greater manage and much less stumbles, with a resource by lightly reactivating movement on your mind and decreased body. 4. Morning sunlight. Experience the sunlight hours inside the morning. Spending simply 5 minutes beside a window or on the balcony permits early daytime to glaringly boom the producing of vitamin D, which strengthens bones and aids in calcium absorption. This is especially actual for the wrists and ankles. Anyone who is already displaying signs and symptoms of inclined legs or muscle loss need to pay precise interest to this. Although it's far easy act, it strengthens the inspiration your legs require to stay robust and jumpstarts your frame's internal techniques. 5. Avoid prolonged fasting. 5th, after waking up, by no means stay hungry for too prolonged. Your frame enters a catabolic state while it starts to interrupt down muscle for energy the longer you skip breakfast. If you aren't able to eat a whole meal right now, at least devour something small, which includes half a steamed candy potato, a boiled egg, or a tiny amount of oatmeal. By taking one tiny motion, you may shift the focus from muscle breakdown to muscle rehabilitation and healing. Your legs will start to heal every day if you check these 5 clean morning sporting activities and the breakfast strategies we've already protected. Fame's shakiness will subside. You will no longer be fearful of sudden cramping, and greats drastically, you'll sense it for your very being. Once more, you have got manipulate over your body and region of allowing it to rule you. You gather a single dose every morning. There is only a brief window to determine, will your legs become a bit weaker nowadays as properly, or are you going to do some factor to keep your independence, stability, and power? You just observed about 5 scientifically confirmed meals that will let you regain your leg power, decorate your balance, walk greater without issue, save you muscle loss and growth, blood go with the flow in your legs. These identical criteria have an effect to your ability to stroll optimistically, stand on your own 2 feet, and live the lifestyles you want. Additionally, you've located a seemingly truthful object that could boost your whole neural, skeletal, and muscular machine within the first brief while of the day. Cooked candy potatoes with a pinch of herbal mineral salt. And now you're privy to 5 easy but powerful morning workouts that transform the whole lot you consume into more than pleasant a nutritious meal. They come to be a whole leg healing plan. You have the selection to do so tomorrow. No visit to the medical physician is needed, no health gym, no system. Great one choice to intentionally start your day instead of permitting your leg's destiny to be decided with by way of age. Additionally, I would like to recognize what delicacies you may pick out if you may most effective. Devour one issue tomorrow morning to keep your legs solid. Your experience can be just what any other senior wants to pay interest. So go away your response within the comments section. Please do not forget to love, be part of Leg Tips 60+, and turn on the notification bell if you located this video helpful. This will ensure which you don't omit what comes subsequent. Due to the fact in the upcoming video, I'll percentage 3 everyday breakfast devices that many senior residents consume each morning under the wrong way have an effect on that they're healthful, but in reality, they're subtly weakening their muscular tissues, resulting in cramps, leg numbness, or even thwarting the recovery manner altogether. Don't allow the bad breakfast selection be the excellent motive that every one of your difficult artwork is in vain. The clinic isn't always in where healthcare starts. At 7 a.m., it starts for your kitchen, as quick as you're taking your first taste. Make an informed desire. Keep your legs solid, due to the fact you're, however, experiencing existence to the fullest, so long as you're able to walk with electricity. I apprehend you searching this video through to the end. I desire the facts we've discussed these days will assist you to your direction to step improve fitness, specifically as regards to keeping your leg power, balance, and independence after the age of 60. We'll hold revealing the hidden statistics about growing older and your legs that most human beings surely don't communicate approximately in the imminent video. I'll see you then clearly.